Welcome back to Bosch Plant in Cluj. My name is Philipp Steober. I'm head of technical functions. That means I'm in charge for the industrialization process of products, as well as for manufacturing processes, manufacturing data, sample shop. And today I would like to answer some more of your questions regarding our day-to-day work. So let us see what we've got. Could you walk us through the full electrical testing process from setup to final validation? Yeah, let's take a look. Welcome to the testing lab in Cluj Plant. So for each new product coming into the plant, this is where we prepare the test system later on required in series production. That means I need a hardware which is feasible. I need some test fixtures which are contacting the product later on in series production. Some of these fixtures we even build ourselves, so you can see 3D printers running to build test fixtures which later on we are going to use in the sample shop. And then finally you have to make sure that everything fits together, which is what we call debugging, meaning if the hardware, the fixture, the software and the product really delivers the kind of readings, the kind of product features which are given to us by engineering. So after doing this as a preparation, we take it out into the series production. Let's take a look. Coming from the lab, now we are in real life. This is where we are producing control units in high volume. That means, fascinating for me, every 10 seconds this line produces a control unit which goes into a car. Again, every 10 seconds, one car. And the testing system, which we have just seen, ensures that the quality fulfills lifetime requirement of the car later on when on the street. So that is the lifetime cycle of testing in the plant. Now let's see what other interests you've got. I'll take another question of you. How do you apply AI in Bosch Cluj Plant? That's a good one, like it. So doing this kind of testing, of course, generates a lot of data. And I want to utilize this data to improve product quality and also to learn for the line, for the product, for my processes. And in order to take maximum out of the data, I need intelligent tools. And artificial intelligence is just one way to do. Let me show you something. So now we are in the middle of our data. What you can see here is data coming in from the shop floor. Each manufacturing machine is connected to our servers. We are collecting information about each part being processed, about the process data which happened for each screwing process, each dispensing process. And that adds up to something like 7 terabytes of manufacturing data yearly. And for example, this peak over here is like 100 messages in a single second where we recorded data from our shop floor. So now how do we use this big amount of data? That is something, one of the tools where we are analyzing the data, where we are processing the data in order to learn how to improve product quality. We have the traceability to ensure that we are sticking to the requirements for the part to make sure quality in the car, in the field, is matching the expectations. We are optimizing not only process quality, but we are also optimizing our production steering. When do we produce what to achieve highest efficiency in our manufacturing? But also really important is we also help our people in the office areas with intelligent tools to overcome routine tasks by applying intelligence. And that also is one way of using artificial intelligence. Okay, so back in real life. Now let's come to the last question of yours. What type of work environment or style helps your colleagues perform at their best? Structure, autonomy, creativity, or a mix? For that one, I'm quite convinced that every person performs at his best if you just give him the freedom to apply his ideas, to take his knowledge into the project ongoing. Of course, it is task of the manager to give a target. It's task of the manager to create a vision where you would like to go. But then I'm fully convinced I need not explain every single steps how to get there if I've got a person who is fully convinced that this is the right way to go. And that is a work environment I love to create. I want to shape the target of the project, where we would like to be. And then I've got motivated people who are engaged in this and who take it forward. And that is where I perform best. And I feel that is also where our team is delivering the best results. This is how we try to work here, giving a vision and covering the backs if needed, but giving the chance for people to apply their know-how and their creativity. That was it for today. Thank you very much for your attention. I always love to take you into our plant, Bosch plant in Cluj. We are doing really exciting things here, and whatever I can convey of this, I'm happy to share with you. Thank you so much for today. Goodbye.